morning friends, welcome to the pre-market action in the morning. Let's start with the global market update. Overnight, the US markets closed in the green. Dow Jones almost ended up by 181 points, that is 1.7%, and Nasdaq also retraced all the losses back into the gain, up by 70 points, which was almost 2% up. Now this happened because of the Janet Yellen's FOMC minute speech said that it will wait for at least 6 months to raise the interest rates, and they will also continue with the bond buying program as desired for the whole calendar year. So that lifted the spirits and the enthusiasm among the investors as well as traders that the bond buying program won't be kind of completed that soon as per the previous rumors that were floating in the market. Now this has also led the SGX Nifty is kind of currently down by 15 points. Now the Asian stocks were in the green in the morning, but as soon as the Chinese data flashed in about the trade data, the exports declined by 6.6% against the expectation of 4.8% increase. Now this is really kind of surprise. How can the kind of data be so bad as compared to the increase in the previous median estimates by the 47 Bloomberg analyst expectations? Even the imports also fell, and the trade surplus for the Chinese government stands at $7.7 billion. Although it's a bad news for the market, they have also given the stimulus to the tune of $24 billion. But again, the bad news would be kind of most factored in. So that would have an effect on our metal stocks like Tata Steel, Hindalco, Jindal Steel and Power, and JSW Steel. In the morning, it might weaken a bit, but as far as the buying figures of the FIIs shows, they might recover at the end of the kind of second half or so. And coming back to the FII buying figures, yesterday they bought stocks worth almost 1050 crores. On the other end, domestic institutional investors, there's the DIIs, they sold almost 463 crores worth of stocks. This year so far, from January 1, FIIs have almost pumped in $5 billion, and alone in the month of March it went up by $3.5 billion. So they are holding that the India growth story would be intact and the stable government would boost the reforms and policy measures. This is all the kind of global economic update we have. I'll forward it to Sadhna for the derivative updates.
Good morning friends, let's have a view on derivatives. Yesterday we have seen that market started the session with gap up opening, and during mid-hour of the trades we have seen that markets continue to trade in a narrow range. But in last 1 hour trade we have seen that buying was witnessed across the sectoral indices bearing information technology, and markets finally snapped the session with a significant gain of more than 1% at 6835.50 odd levels. And in this period we have seen that yesterday's rally was on account of formation of long positions, as around 9.34 lakh shares were added in open interest, and Nifty cost of carry increased by approximately 5%. On the PCR front, it is increased significantly from 1.06 to 1.11, which is clearly saying that put option has added more number of shares in open interest. We can see 6,700, 6,800 has added good number of shares in open interest. We have seen that 93% rise was seen in 6,800 put option. And we have seen that unwinding activity taking place in 6,800 call option followed by 6,900 call option. As Singapore Nifty is down by approximately 11 points, which is at 6834 levels, so we may see flat opening in Indian markets. And there are two securities in bank period. One is L&T Finance Holding and second is HPIL. Yesterday, FIs were net buyers of approximately 1,474 odd crores in future and option segment. Mainly, they were net buyers in index options of more than 1,474 crores. And our 5 days weekly VWAP is 6780. Our lower range for the market is 6750 and high range would be 6900. That's it from derivatives. Thank you.
Hello friends, welcome to the pre-market action. We'll start with the actionable ideas, long, short, based on the news as well as the announcement, then watch list, and then the news and updates that's around the markets regarding the stocks and the sectors. Now the actionable ideas, to start with, the Reliance Industries has written to the fertilizer company that Reliance is not bound by any agreement to supply gas from its KG-D6 at 4.2 barrel meter battery units per unit. Now this is trying to be kind of revise the prices, putting pressure on the oil ministry as well as the fertilizer companies, saying that the Supreme Court has also kind of says CNG report on Reliance legally not enforceable. Now this will again could work in the Reliance favor. Action to bring a long Reliance, stop loss 943, target 991, 1009. Next is Man Industries. They received order of 700 crores from domestic and international customs. Now this order will take company's total order book at 1200 crores, which is almost definitely 0.82 times F513 revenues. It has a good order book. The company is doing good. Action to be taken long Man Industries, stop loss 64 and target 68 on the upside. Next we have is Torrent Pharma, which is again a long ideas. Fair Trade CCI regulator has approved Torrent's proposed 2000 crore acquisition of Elders Pharma formulation. Now this would be definitely a big shot in the arm that the competition concerns would evaporate and would definitely be good for Torrent Pharma. The deal will help Torrent segments such as women's healthcare, which Elder is already kind of a leader. Action long Torrent Pharma, stop loss 547, target 576 and 586 on the upside. This is a watch list of stocks with positive bias and stocks with negative bias. Stocks with positive bias, what we have for today is HDFC Limited at 923 CMP, L&T 1298, and on the other hand, stocks with negative bias, we have Z Limited at the CMP of 275 to yesterday's closing. Sun Pharma deal clarification. Sun Pharma promoters clarifies that they have nothing to do with the insider trading that is kind of surrounding the Ranbaxy and Sun Pharma deal. The stock had run up 33% before the deal announcement happened, and one of the companies that had bought 1.6% stake in Ranbaxy before the deal happened was Silver Street Developers, which is a subsidiary of Ranbaxy. So the SEBI has kind of put an informal notice that how come before the deal happened and subsidiary of Sun Pharma can buy such a big stake. Now, but the Ranbaxy has clarified they have nothing to do with the insider trading. Sun Pharma says that no formal SEBI notification has been given to them, and they have said that they have not done any indulge in the kind of insider trading practice. We maintained a buy rating on the stock in the target price of rupees 680 for Sun Pharma. A US regulator okayed Ranbaxy R&D centers. Now this again will definitely benefit Sun Pharma as a whole. Now they had the bar availability at Therapia, Ranbaxy subsidiary in Romania, or was inspected by US FDA in March and cleared by it. So this will definitely help Ranbaxy and Sun Pharma. China's exports and imports, as we discussed, unexpectedly fell. China's export fell by 6.6% from a year earlier, compared to the median of 4.8% increase in a Bloomberg survey. So it was expression of 4.8 increase, but it came down to 6.6% decrease. Lupin has received final approval from the health regulator to sell generic diabetes management Progesterone tablet. This is definitely we were waiting for this approval from the FDA. As per the December data, Actos tablet annual US sales of $236 million. This will definitely add revenues for Lupin as a whole. That's it, friends, from the pre-market. Have a good trading session.